Hello and welcome back to the fourth and final installment of the Building a Boat series. In this episode we'll be putting paint on, building the rudder, and installing all the rigging. So stick around and thanks for watching. Alright, so we worked on the rudder yesterday. It came out really cool. I really like this. The rudder is inch thick Meranti that I'll shape and cover with unidirectional carbon fiber. And then of course fiberglass over top to protect the carbon fiber. The cheeks are 3/4 inch Meranti that I'll fiberglass using silicone bronze rod, 1/2 inch. On the outside of the two cheeks, I'll have a couple of silicone bronze bushings, and silicone bronze sleeve to run through the eye of the rudder. So this will all be metal on metal contact, no wood. And hopefully some pretty good longevity out of that. Allow the clearance for the pivot. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Alright, the big day is here. Finally starting the painting process. We're going to be using Alex Seal products, starting with the Super Build 302, followed by the Finish Primer 442, and lastly metallic base coat, Luna Green. I have never seen a boat painted with the Luna Green, whether on the internet or in real life, so that should be rather exciting to see the finished outcome. Like I've said before, I've never sprayed anything, so wish me luck, and let's do this. Look at that. Base coat and the first step of clear. just amazing. I've never sprayed anything before, so this is just mind-boggling to me. 100% the product and not me, for sure. I got lucky. But now the next step before applying the gold leaf, per Alex Seal, they call for you to sand with 400 grit, then apply whatever graphics, and then clear again. So that's what we're doing now. As you can hear, it's raining outside. The dreaded winter storm that everybody's been talking about is here in eastern North Carolina. Not that it's super serious here, but regardless. Yeah, look at that. What a pretty color. You can even see me in it. Woo. Alright, big day. We'll be doing the gold leaf lettering and then applying the final clear coat over the top. We had that winter storm a couple weeks ago and it knocked down the 2x4 that I had kind of as a brace against the wall over there to keep the tarp from hitting it. Well, the wind knocked it down and it scratched the entire side. So I actually reshot this entire side. I sanded it back down, reprimered it, and repainted it. So, which caused about 2 weeks of extra time to be added. But today is the day. We're gonna add the gold leaf, shoot it with the clear, and be done with the outside. Alright, so here's a gold leaf next day. Got some touching up to do. Didn't come out as well as I was hoping. This side came out better. But I have to touch this up by hand now and see what happens. Sanding and varnishing. Sticking the rub rails on today. And then hopefully start working on the rigging. Finishing it up.
I hate those corners.
Oh yeah, and I made that corner 25,000 larger than the end mill to try and not do that so much.
Yeah.
But if I were going to program this part again, I would do it differently. I'd have that end mill come down and take passes vertically down like this.
Instead
Instead of taking all of it from the side. I just figured aluminum, 2 inches, shouldn't be a problem. I mean, it's definitely doing it, but it's just not doing everything that I would like it to.
Yeah.
And since this finish is still going to be pretty ugly, so we're going to run back and do that finish program again. And that'll make it a little bit nicer.
It's going to be powder coated.
Well, it's okay. We're going to do it anyway. I mean, if you're going to tell everybody that Doug made this, it can look like it does, but I want people to know that I did it.
Did you hear that, Doug? That's specifically targeted towards you.
Take that, Doug. There it is.
Looks awesome, dude.
It turned out pretty nice.
Yeah.
Said if we were going to make 1,000 of them, we'd do a couple things different.
Yeah, but for what I've got going on,
For the most part.
it looks amazing. It looks better than what I could have done by hand with an angle grinder.
Oh, yeah. You figure out who to sell these to and I'll make you more.
big job. I have to take these pieces and fiberglass them up underneath the deck since we built the deck in place. I've been putting this off all week. I might as well just suck it up and get it over with. Well, that was awful. Something I should have done long before painting and doing some bright work. Especially terrible because unlike the front compartment here, I cannot get in it and lay down comfortably like I can in here. So anyway, it's over. Last big project done. Now we just got to start running down the punch list. We've got to put hardware in, install the hatches, and tidy up this electrical I put in the other day for the bilge pump. As you can see here, looks like shit. Will be better though. Just want to get it running. Anyway, almost done. Right at the finish line. Awesome. There she is on the trailer. Big day, big milestone. Still have some punch list items to take care of. Need to permanently install both hatches. Need to paint this aft compartment. Need to install the last two cleats and the last two fair leads. Finish the lid to the seat. We're in the home stretch. It's weird to think that this time frame is actually here. A year and a half. Started January of last year. It's crazy to think about. Anyway, all right, get back at it. Here she comes with the cushion she made.
Let's give it a try.
Let's give it a shot. Beautiful.
Wow.
Look at that.
Nice job. It's right inside of your little ledge.
Yep. All right, hop in and sit on it.
Oh, me first.
You made it.
You get to test it. Oh, big difference. How is it?
Fantastic. Great job. Proud of yourself. Looks awesome.
And thanks to Mom for helping. You're welcome.
Okay, what are we doing?
We're sandblasting and powder coating the gudgeons and pintles and the little support brackets for the tiller.
Yeah. Yep. Starting here, then moving back to the oven. Here's the sweet FJ. I painted last. There's my uncle's. There's my FJ. painted last December? December prior? December 24? Yeah. It matches my shorts. I think she has an alignment issue. After they've been sandblasted, got texture on them so the powder coat will stick.
So we're gonna hang on some of these hooks onto a grounded rod up here.
Want this door open?
Please. Just making sure. Let's see. 15 minutes, 375.
Here's the final product. Powder coated. Looks incredible. Paint just does not compare. Anyway, it's gonna look really nice installed on the boat. As you can see, I put these oil impregnated bronze bushings through. So, anyway, that, and we're also working on the rigging. Have some more things to do over here. Need to shorten up these stays and figure all this out. Gotta hurry up. We got 1 week left. All right, so she's finally finished. What I thought would be a 4 to 6 month project has turned into a 1.5 years, but she's done, and that's all that matters. It's turned out better than I thought it would. It's quite the accomplishment. I'm quite proud of it. Kind of slacked on recording video for all the later end punch list item stuff, such as the rigging and odds and ends, but it's been hectic and a sprint to the finish, and that's just how it is sometimes. So we're going to do a quick overview of everything we've accomplished. Ran up to PA. My buddy Chad made these pencils and gudgeons for me. He milled them out of some aluminum blocks for me. It was hard to find any kind of size that I needed. This is 1 3/4 inches, and this is 2.5 inches wide. So thank you, Chad. You rock as always. For some of the hardware, such as these fair leads, the hatches, the winches, and the Traveler, we went up to Bacon Sales up in Annapolis and picked those up for much better price than new. So that was convenient. What else? We have Lexi made this wonderful seat cushion for the boat. It's come out really nice. Very proud of her. She should be very proud of it. It's made of life preserver foam and like a lighter weight, softer top. Very comfortable. As you can see, we have all the standing rigging and running rigging. Currently the jib is not hoisted, as you can see, but we have them over here along with the main. We also have a third jib. It's kind of a medium size, just depending on conditions out. I think this came out really clean. It's well organized. We have our main halyard, our jib halyard, our furler, and of course the jib sheets are not on the boat. The main sheet is obviously on the Traveler. All the shrouds are Dyneema, lazy jacks are Dyneema. The topping lift is just 550 cord. We're looking at the boat. We have the woods that we used. So we used African mahogany with ash inlay. This is 3/8 thick Meranti marine ply. This is also 3/8 thick. This is backed by 1/4 inch Meranti. The rubber rails are all black walnut. The combing is black walnut. The thwart is black walnut. Some of these trim pieces are also black walnut. A bit overboard, probably, but you know what? You're only gonna do it once. So the hull of the boat is all African mahogany. This is African mahogany. This is all Meranti. It's really come out nice. All the wood really matches really well. This is the Luna Green from Alex Seal. It came out really well considering the conditions I painted it under. It was snowing outside and I was in a tent, so thank God for that heater. Anyway, yeah, this is it. We did it. It's finally over. But now the real joy begins, and that is the maintenance. And with a boat with this much bright work on it, it's going to be a full-time job as well. So the construction may be done, but the maintenance has just begun. Let me interject and expand upon why this has taken so long as well. Besides having to work out of town for months on end, this entire design, which is based off of the Paul Gartside seagoing ocean sailing canoe, I believe it's number 270, I've changed just about every aspect of it. I decreased the angle of the bow stem and the stern stem to increase the overhang. I changed positions of where the bulkhead goes. In the drawings, these bulkheads are supposed to be up here. I moved them back to here. This is all watertight. The mast sits in its own compartment and then drains into the cockpit. The stern compartment, I also moved the bulkhead forward. While the cockpit is still rather large, it's much smaller than what was drawn up on his plans. And of course the biggest factor is probably the sail plan. His plan called for a lug rig style. This is a sail plan off of a Wayfarer 16. The dimensions are very similar, short of it being 4 feet longer. 6 foot beam, 20 feet overall. So when you're trying to build your own boat based off of someone else's designs, it just tends to take a little bit longer. Not to mention I've never done this before. So anyway, back to me looking at you and speaking. We're about to load her up, put her in the water tomorrow. It's quite the birthday gift, and I cannot wait. We're loading up in North Carolina and headed down to Lake Moultrie, down in South Carolina, my old sailing grounds I did with the other canoe that are in previous videos. So it's a known area. I know the area. You know, for sea trials, it's the place I want to be. I'll have friends there in case anything goes awry. So in the next one, you'll see us putting this thing in the water. Anyway, thanks for watching.